A man walks into a store and asks the shopkeeper, "I want to buy a magic mirror." The shopkeeper points to a mirror and says, "That one's magical. It only reflects what's true." The man looks into the mirror and sees himself holding a $100 bill. Excited, he says, "It works." He walks away with the mirror. Later, he looks into the mirror again and sees himself with a $100 bill. He smiles, but then notices his wallet is missing. A man goes into a pet shop and sees a parrot for sale. The sign reads, "Talking parrot, $50." He decides to buy it and takes it home. The next day, the parrot says, "Hey, you're a terrible cook." The man gets upset, but ignores it. The next day, the parrot says, "Your clothes are outdated." Now, the man is getting frustrated. The following day, the parrot says, "You really need to lose weight." The man is fed up and says, "That's it. If you say one more thing, you're going back to the store." The parrot looks at him and says, "You look great today." The man is shocked and says, "Wait, you're being nice now?" The parrot replies, "I just wanted to see if you were listening." A man sees an ad that says, "Talking dog for sale." He rings the doorbell and the owner says, "The dog is in the backyard." The man walks into the backyard and asks the dog, "Can you talk?" "Yep," the dog replies. "So, what's your story?" The dog looks up and says, "Well, I discovered my ability to talk when I was young. I told the CIA and they had me work for them. I traveled around the world, being a secret agent, gathering information. I was a top agent, you know? But now, I just live here." The man is amazed and turns to the owner, asking, "How much do you want for him?" The owner says, $10. $10? Why so cheap?" The owner replies, "He's a liar. He didn't do any of that stuff." A man takes his dog to the vet saying, "My dog just lies around all day. I think something's wrong with him." The vet examines the dog and asks, "Does he do anything all day?" The man says, "Well, he just sleeps, eats, and goes outside to use the bathroom." The vet responds, "Sounds normal to me." The man says, "No, you don't understand. He used to be so active. He ran all over the place, chasing squirrels, playing fetch." The vet pauses and says, "Has it occurred to you that your dog might be a cat?" A hunter's out in the woods when he spots a bear. He pulls out his gun, takes aim, but suddenly hesitates. The bear speaks up and says, "Wait a minute. Before you shoot, I'll grant you one wish." The hunter thinks for a moment, then says, "All right, I wish for world peace." The bear nods and says, "That's a big one, but I'll try." The bear closes its eyes and mutters for a while, then says, "I can't do it. Could you ask for something a bit more realistic?" The hunter replies, "Okay, I wish I could find a woman who understands me." The bear looks at him and says, "Let me see what I can do about that world peace." A man walks into a restaurant and sits down. A waiter comes over, clearly uninterested. "What can I get you?" the waiter asks rudely. "I'll have the steak," the man says. "Medium rare?" The waiter writes it down and then says, "What else?" "That's it," the man replies. The waiter scowls and says, "You know, you could try being a little more decisive." "Excuse me?" the man asks, confused. The waiter shrugs. "You could have ordered something else, too. It's like you don't even care about the menu."